If you watched my last video, which was my full house tour for the summer, I'm actually going to pick this up and talk directly into the microphone because it's so echoey in here because there's no fabric and it's empty. So this is my youngest daughter's room. She just turned 20. She's a junior at university, and I am doing a room refresh for her. So the last time I did her room was, I think 6 years ago. I cut down 2 dresser drawers and made her a storage bed because her bedroom has very little storage. She's got 1 closet and it's very small. And so she needs all the storage she can get, especially at this time in her life. She's got more stuff. She just needs a little bit more storage. Being an adult, I want it to be as nice for her as possible because I don't want her to be tempted to try to move out and get her own place because she just feels like she needs to or something. You know, I want her to stay here until she graduates college and gets married. And so let me show you my plans. I picked up this headboard probably a year ago with the intention of reupholstering it and using it in here. So I'm finally going to use that. I did pick up some fabric when I was in Miami at the Boca Bargoons in Miami that was going out of business. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to use that. And I'm going to use this duvet cover that I picked up at the thrift store for a bed skirt because it coordinates with this so nicely. So those 2 things will be on her bed. I'm going to use that contrasting blue welt on the headboard. And then for a comforter or a quilt or a blanket, I might make a quilt. I might find something in this kind of off-white color for her bed topper. And then as far as the paint goes, here is what I am looking at for paint. She loves purple, and I am really digging the mauves that I'm seeing around these days. So I went with these 2 colors. So this is going to be on the walls everywhere, and then this is going to be the cabinets. I'm going to paint all these Ikea cabinets this dark aubergine color, so it'll be this and this. So I'm kind of digging it. I'm going to take the cabinets all the way to the ceiling. This cabinet is already to the ceiling, but this cabinet here, I am going to finish it off with toppers that go all the way to the ceiling, and then I'm going to put crown molding around the whole room and then trim molding on the walls. And I don't know if you can see, but I drew out a plan here for how I'm going to do the picture frame molding. I have to change this a bit because initially I thought I would do a center one and then 2 smaller ones here, but because the cabinets are different on each side of the bed, it doesn't really work. So that'll have to change. But I am going to put trim molding all around the room to give it a little bit of interest. And then my daughter sent me a picture, and I'll show it here, of this kind of chinoiserie looking design inside of picture frame molding. So I'm thinking I might do something like that as well. We'll see. Anyways, this side, this whole like vanity cabinet section, I have to push all the way straight against the wall. And then I'll have to put like a little spacer here because this really needs to be centered on this desk. And so there's about 6 inches of space here that we'll lose, and it'll just be a void here, but I'm going to put a piece of wood here to make that even. And here's the wall color, and you can't even see that there's aubergine painted right here on that cabinet because you're facing the window, so it's hard to tell, and I love that. I like when a color is sort of ambiguous. And then you can see the paint color on the wall there and on the door, and I love it. I'm going to do the whole door and the trim all that same color, as well as the back of the door to come into the room will be that color. I considered painting the trim the darker color to match the cabinets, but I don't like it. I'm just going to have it all one color. She, at some point when we did her room the last time, she bought herself an area rug because she wanted a beautiful area rug, and so she bought that herself. So we're going to use that same rug. Her rug has a lot of gray and a lot of blue in it, and since it has so much blue in it, I'm going to have to pull some blue into the space through the use of fabric. in order to coordinate this mauvey purple with the blue in the rug, I need to pull out some fabric that's got some purple and blue in it. And I have found what I think is the exact right fabric. A floral fabric by P. Kaufman. Two floral fabrics by P. Kaufman I think are perfect. The big floral pattern is going to be for a large body size pillow with a big ruffle for her bed. And then I'm going to use this fabric for inside the cabinet doors. So I'm going to use that block print inside the doors to shirr the fabric inside of here in order to close these cabinets, because for her storage, it's probably going to be a lot of clothing storage in here. Both sides, probably maybe shoes down here and clothes up here. I don't know how she's going to want to do that, but it is going to be, you know, mostly clothing storage, so nothing that's going to want to be seen. The top up to the ceiling will be open, so that part will put either books or maybe decorative items up there to make that look pretty. And then this space here underneath the window in between those two cabinets, I'm going to create a window seat for that space. So that bench will be a storage bench, and then it'll have a pad or a, you know, cushion top. I was thinking about doing fabric, but this side here, I need one more cabinet over there in the corner. I'm going to have to track one of those down on Facebook Marketplace, or actually all I need is one more door, because I have a double Ikea Billy bookcase for there. So really all I need to do is get one more door. Although those are a little bit harder to find. I might have to just go to Ikea and pay full price. I was able to get all these Billy bookcases. I got 1, 2, 3 double Ikea Billy bookcases with the glass doors for each of those 3. Plus I got 2 of the skinny units with the glass doors, and all the toppers with doors for $100. I found a gal on Facebook Marketplace, and she bought a house, and these were in the house, and she didn't want them. So she just wanted them gone fast. Well, I messaged her. The post was only up for 45 minutes, and I messaged her, and I said, can I come tomorrow morning? She said, oh, I've got a bunch of people that want to come tomorrow morning. This was about 8:30 at night. She said, if you come right now, they're yours. So my husband and I jumped right into my car at 8:30, got to her place by 9:15, and loaded up all but one of the units. I couldn't fit one of the units. So fortunately, she was very sweet, and she said, you can come back tomorrow and get the last unit. So I did. So, and the reason why I was even looking is because I wanted more doors for my sewing space, because my sewing room, I put doors on 3 of my Billy bookcases in there, and I still needed 3 more. And for $100 for the doors, I could have just trashed the shelving units and still come out ahead. But it worked out so perfectly because I needed them in here. It's just crazy how these things work. God is good. So before I had any of these Billy bookcases, I had this dresser unit, which was under her bed before, and it has 2 drawers. And so I thought, okay, I'll use this with the drawers, and I'll put that here on this side of the bed. And then I thought I would either look for Billy bookcases or build a shelving unit to go above it. Pretty much what I did on the vanity over there. That desk is 43 inches and this is only 38 inches. And so it was kind of off balance because this side with it, the Billy bookcases are only 31 inches, and this pushed all the way to the corner, and that pushed all the way to the corner, was just kind of far into the corner. It felt off balance. And so when I acquired all these Billy bookcases, it just worked out perfectly that this unit fit here, and then this single guy fit right here, right on the edge of the window. It's just a perfect fit. Obviously, they still need to be secured to the wall and all that. So that's my next step, and put the tops on. And then that balanced out that side compared to this side and just made it perfect. The bed is exactly in the center of the room. It's just perfect. So I couldn't be happier. Now I need to get to reupholstering. I need to get all these fitted in here, get them in place, fasten them all to the wall, fasten them to each other, and then start painting. I'm going to paint with a shellac primer, and then I will paint the color. And I've got to trim it all out, trim out the walls, trim out the ceiling. So that is the plan in here. And then I'm going to make a set of curtains for that window with blackout lining. So the room will be very dark for her to sleep. And they'll be probably 3/4 length because they'll only come to the bench seat. So that'll be cool. I'm excited about that. That's going to be so pretty. And then I will bring back she's got a giant like anthropology style mirror that'll go on that wall. So now I've just got to get to work. I was thinking that I may install a frame TV on this wall if I can find one for a decent price. And she doesn't really watch TV. She had a TV in here before and she hardly ever turned it on anymore. That's the plan. And one more thing. I have a 12 by 15 sisal rug that would completely fill this room wall to wall, and I'm thinking about putting it down in here and then putting her area rug on top of that and actually fastening it to the floor like you would real carpet, because she's expressed some interest in having carpet in here. These wood floors have seen better days. We put these wood floors in when we moved in because there was 1970s carpet in here, and we just pulled that up and put these wood floors down, and these are actually just plywood. So they really need to be covered or replaced. So I'm thinking about doing that. We'll see if that comes to fruition. So I got a lot to do.